Okay, I'm trying to do this video because it's on my mind, and there's a big windstorm last night and there's a tree down on my street, and I've been waiting for half an hour, but if you can hear, I apologize. They are out there with a chainsaw and then chipping all of the tree, and it's quite noisy. I hope this works. I want to reach out to you today because I really hope that when you work with a buyer's agent that you trust them. You need to trust them. You need to listen to their advice. And here's where I'm going with this story. I wouldn't say it was completely an element of trust at all. I think it was also fear, which we'll get into in a minute. But I have really wonderful clients who've been looking for a long time in a particular area to get a particular property, and it came on the market and we went and viewed it, I don't know, a week or so ago. Now, they got stuck. These are people that have been in their home 40 years, and the fear associated with making that move is paralyzing. It can be paralyzing. That is what happened. And instead of taking the opportunity to make an offer before there were other offers, they did not. And last night, there were up to 3 offers on this property. So they are now waiting it out. Their situation is one that it would not be advisable now for them to compete in multiple offers. But had they made the offer earlier, they wouldn't be in this scenario, and they probably would not be losing their dream home. So I want to talk to you about the 7 stages of buying, because they are real. So the first one everyone's familiar with is excitement. We're gonna buy a new home. We sold our home, or we're getting married, or whatever it is, and you're gonna buy a new home. It's very exciting. Then you might get a little bit frustrated because maybe you didn't find a home in the first month or after 4 viewings or 6 viewings. And maybe it's taken over a year. And so you're starting to get frustrated. You're starting to get tired of going and looking at these properties. But the next one is fear. Fear of change, fear of overpaying, fear of letting go, fear of moving on, fear, is this the right time to make the offer? You need to talk to your agent. Tell them how you're feeling, because we're used to a lot of common feelings and objections. And our job isn't just to write on a piece of paper and write a contract. It's to coach you through the process and make sure you have the most successful outcome, and like we like to say, with the least amount of stress. The next one can be disappointment. Should I have maybe bought something larger? Did I overpay? It's not a fun phase to go through, but it can happen. The next stage is acceptance. Okay, you know what? I've been watching the market. I didn't do too bad. I think I actually got an okay deal on that property, or I'm really excited about the property. So acceptance, by far, over the last few, is refreshing when I see people hit that stage. Then you're going to come into the happiness phase, where you're excited, you're going to go buy things for the new home, you're getting packed and getting ready and starting to imagine yourself in your new lifestyle. And then you get the keys, you start to unpack, and there's a sense of relief. It's all over. But be mindful that as you go through those steps, communicate with your agent. Now, in certain markets, I'm going to advise people differently within that market. And that is because people's motivation varies. The days on market of a property can vary. Now, within a certain type of market, buyers, sellers, flat market, whatever you want to call it. Even within a particular market, I might advise a particular buyer, for example, to act differently than another buyer in the same market. And that's because you really have to consider each individual's particular situation. How was that house priced? What are the days on market? What kind of subjects are you going to have to offer? What is everyone's motivation? Now, you rarely get to find out the seller's motivation, but what is yours? So please know that a general market trend does not apply to everyone. You should discuss your feelings with your agent. And please, I hope if you get stuck in a fear phase that you can work your way through it and get to the end to a successful sale. If you don't know me, I'm Gina Wakeham, and I'm a real estate advisor here in beautiful Victoria, BC, and I help buyers and sellers in Saanich and Victoria and our surrounding areas achieve a successful and stress-free purchase or sale through strategy, education, and marketing. If you or someone you know needs help, please reach out. My information is in the description box below. If you're still watching, thank you for your time. I hope you'll give this video a like and a subscribe. It's what makes it worth the time. We're just here to help. I'm here to help. I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day.